Alrighty, welcome back to another episode 10 now of the Catch Up Podcast with Kason and Jackson. As always, I'm Jackson Shepard, and I'm joined by my cousin, Kason Sperry.
It's good.
We need to work on that.
I
We're 10 episodes, and it happens every time.
just don't know what to say.
All right, that works,
Yeah,
I
I'm
guess.
Kason.
Okay, that works. Don't do that with your eyes. That was scary. That was scary. Okay, well, we'll get into our icebreaker question. I think this one's kind of funny. Would you rather, would you rather accidentally like your ex's pic from 2015 or accidentally send a voice memo trash talking someone to the person you're trash talking?
Oh, oh. What X?
Any ex.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
No, liking a random photo from your ex's profile.
Yeah.
That's honestly not the one I thought you were going to do. I'm going to be completely honest. Yeah, I kind of thought.
I just feel like it would be a little easier to kind of like get out of,
Fair.
rather than. Oh, I didn't actually say that, even though it's a voice recording of myself saying something about somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get
So.
that. Uh, honestly, probably same because I kind of agree. I guess now that you've like said that, I feel like I don't know. That's probably a better answer than trying to be like, oh yeah, like I totally didn't mean anything I just said. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
I I
exactly.
I know that's what I said, but I totally was joking and didn't mean it. When in
I didn't
reality,
actually mean to say that.
I didn't actually mean to say that. No, but yeah, no, I actually agree. I think I'd do the same thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. But,
Either one would
um,
suck, but
oh yeah, either one would suck, and it like I don't know. They're both extremely awkward. Um, depending on the person, that your ex probably already hates you, depending on how it
yeah.
ended, or the person that you trash talked will hate you, depending on what you said about them.
Yeah.
So it's almost a lose lose, and it just picking the lesser of two evils, I guess. So,
Mhm.
but well, to kind of move on, Kason, how has your week been? Well, what is a high from this past week, a low, and a LOL moment from the week,
A low and a lull. Um,
and a high, unless
well,
you're
high is probably I got high. My low, no, I'm just kidding.
what?
um, I didn't actually. High was it was spring break. Obviously that's always nice when you can get out of school and work and just kind of go
Yeah,
chill.
yeah,
Went to your old stomping grounds with some of my mission buddies
yeah. I'm
and just
still
got to hang
jealous.
out. Just got to hang out on the beach and it was fun. Probably the high of that trip though was we've got to find some shark teeth on
That's
Venice
sick.
Beach. So it was pretty sick. Yeah, I found quite a bit of them. So
That's actually so sick.
yeah. Low was coming back to work and school.
Yeah, I can see that being a low.
And then law probably. I'm not considering it a low because I'm still alive and I'm here now, but
Oh,
a lull was it's not that bad.
oh,
We just got stuck in the airport for forever,
oh.
because it was raining pretty bad in Orlando, and I guess everywhere with airports, like, something to do with TSA and things like that, it's just been super backed up, flights have been delayed, and anyway, got kinda stranded there at the airport for a while, after they delayed our flight for a ton of time.
Oh,
We
really?
finally got to board the plane. We sat there for like almost 2 hours.
On the
and then they
plane?
got on, yeah, with no AC. You know how humid it is in
Yeah,
Florida.
that's
So
awful.
we sat there and, like, probably 2 hours sitting there, and they get on the thing and they're like, "Hey, we're actually gonna need you guys to deplane, we don't have a pilot." And it's like, well, how do you not have a
What?
pilot? Like, pilot is
That's like
step
the
1
most
to
important thing on a
have.
plane.
Yeah. So, anyway,
What
we
the
got off the
crap?
plane, waited another 2 hours, and then at about midnight 30, they finally
Midnight 30
got us back on the plane and flew home. Flew into Vegas, got to Vegas about 4:30,
in the morning?
drove back to Cedar, got here at, like, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and had class at 10, so that was cool.
Ugh, I
Yeah, it
couldn't
was
do
brutal.
that. I don't know how
It
you
was
did
brutal.
that, man.
I
That's
still got
horrible.
jet lag, but
Yeah, I bet. That's awful, actually.
But
Jeez.
what about
Well,
you? What was your highs and lows and walls?
I can't really think of a low at the moment. It might come to me in a second, but a high was I on Wednesday, I went with a class of mine, my broadcasting and radio class, to tour a bunch of things up in Salt Lake where we toured like a couple radio stations, we toured the Delta Center, we toured like a music studio, and we toured KSL, which was super cool. Like it was so cool. They were showing us all the behind the scenes stuff at the Delta Center with how like the rings in the stadium work, how the jumbotron works, and how they do that, and like with the Mammoth games with how they fly the blimp and stuff for different things in the stadium for the
That's
games.
sick.
Like it was so cool, and they were telling us about all the different internships and stuff. Then with KSL, that one was really cool. We talked to the KSL sports guy, got a picture with him, which was super dope because I think he's pretty cool. Um,
We'll have to drop that.
yeah, we'll put it in. But it was just so fun. Like I loved it. My LOL actually came on this trip, so we
Hey, you
were
what?
all we were walking around Salt Lake because we were going to lunch in between the radio station and the Delta Center or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it happened in the Delta Center. And we were walking around and we walked and we finally get to Costa Vida. Now I really do like Costa Vida. Don't get me wrong. And we ate and it was fine. We were walking around. We get in the Delta Center and my stomach starts hurting. I was like, all right, hopefully it's nothing. And then we get like to one of the floors and I just couldn't hold it in anymore. Like I really needed to take a crap so bad. Like the Costa Vida just went right through me, dude. And I just ran around the corner and found the nearest bathroom. And I ran in there and just dropped him and sat down and just all over. I just got up and looked down
Ew.
and I was like, yeah, that's a whole explanation of the jazz season right there. So it was awful. That Costa
Uh,
Vida just went right through me. It did not sit well with me
that's funny.
in there, but no one knows
Disgusting, but
other than
funny.
you now and anyone who listens to this, but so it was just like, well, there we go. Then I felt great the rest of the trip. So I just needed to get it out of me, I guess.
That's
But
funny, dude.
yeah, but it was great. It was such a fun trip though. So I loved it. It was so fun.
Hey, dude, I'm jealous. Sounds
Yeah,
crazy fun.
it was so cool. Just like seeing all how it works and stuff and like we got to
Behind
watch
the scenes.
yeah, and we got to watch the two main KSL anchors like do the last bit of the 6 o'clock news live and stuff, which was super cool. Like we got to go stand in the studio where they do it and like watch them just do it live, and it was actually so cool. Like I thought it was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fun fact, way back when, I was actually in the news. You know how they have, like, the window behind them when they're, like, recording,
Oh
and you'll
yeah,
see people back there, like, waving and stuff like that? Yeah, me, Gage Cox, and Jalen Johnson were on the
that's
news.
sick.
Yeah.
That's sick, actually. Yeah, it
Kinda
was so
funny.
funny because we were in there and we were doing talk to the anchors, and as we were leaving, I turned to one of my buddies. Cause do you remember when your mom took me and you up north and we bought those BYU hats with, like, the Egyptian hieroglyphics and stuff?
Yeah,
Cause it was, like, a day before my surgery,
yeah.
and, like, KSL, they actually came down and did a story on it. I don't know if you remember that at all.
Yeah, when you were wearing that hat during that story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and, like, they did it, and I just turned around, and I remember telling some of my classmates, I'm like, humble brag, but they did a story on me 12 years ago or something like that. And they were like, "Oh, really? What for?" And I was like, "'Cause my heart, and I had surgery." And they're like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, it's pretty dope."
Yeah.
But
That's sick.
yeah, it was funny for sure. But yeah, dude, it was an awesome trip for sure. But I loved it. So, but yeah, I can't really think of a low at the moment. I don't know. Oh, I guess a low was I had to wake up at like 4:20 for that trip in the morning because
Yeah.
we had to leave the school by 5:15 so that we could get up on time, and then we ended up being 35 minutes late because there was a crash on the freeway in
Oh
Orem.
my gosh.
Yeah, we figured we probably would have been in it if we didn't stop for McDonald's, so McDonald's saved our lives.
Dude, that's true. That's kinda
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
because it happened, like, a little bit ahead of us where we pulled off, and we're like, "You know what? That could have been us." And we're like, "Well, it's a good thing we stopped for McDonald's." So
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you guys take, like, a bus or was it, like, a van?
it was like a van. We took a
Mm,
big, like, 12-passenger van because there was, like, 15 of us, including the professor that went, and so it was so fun, though. Well, we'll move on into our catch-up conversations segment. It's because it was spring break, I figured we'd do a little fun traveling topic since it was spring break and we went on well, you went on a trip and I went home, but we'll kinda start with this. I know we might have talked about this specific thing before, but Kason, what's like a if you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go on vacation?
anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
God.
like no restrictions. You can just go there and just to go.
I don't know, dude. There's probably a couple places I would go.
Yeah,
I think one of them for sure Greece, because I do wanna see that,
that would be
but,
cool,
like,
actually.
an all-inclusive vacation, like we're talking, you just go,
Yeah, you're just
spend a
there.
spend a week.
All you have to do is show up. Everything, like this is completely hypothetical, but like everything's
Yeah,
included. So,
that's sick. I'd probably go to, like, Maldives, honestly,
where
or,
is
like,
that?
Bora Bora.
I know where Bora Bora is, but where's Maldives?
Like, that's also kind of like one of them places that has, like, the huts on the water, and you could
Oh,
just go and stay in one of those. I think it'd be so sick to
that would
just
be way sick,
be on
actually.
the ocean, stay in one of those huts, and just that'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be super fun. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome. In terms of like places I haven't been, I think I don't know. Paris would be cool. Like Greece, I think would be super cool. Australia would be cool. Like there's a lot of places like Japan. There's a lot of places I would love to go that I haven't been to because like my favorite place, like my two favorite places are Alaska and Florida ever.
Mm,
Like I
mhm.
just love them and those could be my two destination spots the rest of my life and I would be completely satisfied and with my life and vacations and stuff. And so that's really all I need. But if everything was paid for, everything was all inclusive, 100%, it would be one of those other places I mentioned, like Australia,
Yeah,
Japan, Greece, Paris was one of those because I think it'd be so cool to be able to go and experience those at least once.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. The thing with
Oh,
me
yeah.
with, like, vacations, I kinda see a vacation as, like, I'm going and I'm just relaxing. I'm not much of, like, a go and, like, have an itinerary and have to be somewhere and be like, "Okay, you have this, you have this, you have to go do this, you have to do that." Like, I
Yeah.
just want a place where I can just kick back and relax. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Japan or somewhere like that would be cool, but I would feel like if I went there, I'd have to go and see everything,
For me, like,
or
with
else, like, I'd
Paris,
miss it.
the only thing I'd wanna go see is the Eiffel Tower, and I think I'd be satisfied with my trip,
Right. Yeah.
and that's it. Then I could just sit there and relax and stuff and just go, like, wander or whatever, but
Mhm.
'cause I'm with you. Like, when I think of vacations, I think of just chilling. Like, I don't think of, like, being go, go, go all the time, having to do something 24/7 the entire vacation. I'm good to just go and just lay around and just chill out wherever I go. Like, I don't need to feel like I need to do something all the time on vacation.
Yeah, for sure, I agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm kinda with you. I'm kinda with you on that, but I guess you kinda already shared this little part, but, like, I was gonna ask you, what's your worst travel story? And the one you shared during your during our weekly
Yeah.
catch-ups kinda falls into that, I feel like, with the all the canceled flights and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think
Do you have a worst travel?
I think mine this one's kinda funny. It's not really the worst travel story, but this one just came to my head because I think it's kinda funny. We were flying from Denver to Indianapolis when I was in FFA, and we were going to Indianapolis for nationals.
Mhm.
There was a bunch of turbulence, just a bunch of stuff causing turbulence to the plane, and, like, we were just flying, there's some little kids behind us,
They're freaking
behind,
out.
and all of a sudden, the plane just goes and just drops, and just, like, picks back up again. It probably dropped a good, like, 10 feet or so, and it scared and we just looked back, and the little kids are just, like, crying, and everyone screamed when the plane dropped, and it was just so funny. But not at the time, but now I look back and I think it's super funny.
Yeah.
And so, I think one of my worst ones is we were actually coming home from that trip, me and my mom, because we ended up flying separately because we were gonna go, um, fly to NPCQIC, which wherever it was at, because I was supposed to present, but then our flights kept getting messed up, so we just ended up having to pre-record it. And we didn't get home until like 10:45 at night the day after everyone else got home from our trip
Mm.
because all of our flights kept getting canceled. Like they sent us to Chicago. We sat in Chicago for like 4 or 5 hours. Then they flew us to Dallas, sat in Dallas for 4 or 5 hours waiting to get a flight. And then we finally got to fly home. And it was just so crazy and just like, and our bags, like, we had no idea where our bags were. They ended up in Salt Lake, which was nice somehow, but it was definitely just like, yeah, it was just nuts. And
That's crazy.
yeah, like flying sucks sometimes, but it's super useful, but sometimes it's just the worst.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like, I don't know, just like plans like getting canceled and delays and all that stuff, like flying can be not great in terms of
Yeah.
that stuff. But everything else, I think it's super efficient. So
I just wish there was an easier way. Sometimes flying is just so complicated
yeah.
that it's like, I don't know. If
Yeah,
driving wasn't so far, I would do it.
yeah, you like need a pilot, you need all these other
Yeah.
things, and it's just like with a car,
Yeah.
all you need is
And
yourself, your stuff, and gas and food.
a good playlist, and you're
Yeah,
set.
or podcasts or whatever, because I'd probably get sick
Sure.
of music after the first few hours.
Yeah.
Kinda I mean, when we drove to Disneyland, I never got sick of the music. Like, I feel like that's the longest I can go without getting sick of music if we keep changing it up like we did.
Sometimes you just need music to drown out everything else, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we definitely I think we definitely did. We almost
Uh,
crashed in Anaheim, or when I was driving at night when we got there,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I couldn't see. I was crying because I was laughing so hard.
Mm,
We won't disclose why, but it was just
yeah,
really funny.
good times.
Yeah. It's good times. But, um, what is, like so obviously we've been talking about traveling a little bit. What's, like, a place you'd never go back to that you've traveled to or that you've gone to?
Somewhere I'd never go back to?
Yeah.
Dang.
I think I have one in mind.
Yeah, what's yours? I don't really know.
Mine's Mount Rushmore.
Okay, yeah. I think that's a one and done kinda thing.
'Cause it's like it's cool to see once. I had more fun walking through the museum and looking at all that stuff, but, like, I don't know, I thought it was gonna be bigger. Like, I
I
know that
think
sounds, like, super cliche and dumb, but, like, I don't know, I just thought it was gonna be so much bigger than it was.
yeah. I think that's what it was for me too, like, I was expecting, like, this huge, like, big old
Yeah,
mountain, and it was like I was like, "Oh,
yeah, don't get me
yeah."
wrong, like, it's still pretty cool, but, like, I don't know, it was just so funny because when we were going up to Salt Lake on Wednesday, we drove by that place that has the Mount Rushmore right off the freeway,
Mhm.
and I just looked over, I'm like, "That's about the actual size of the real one." And
Yeah,
some of
it
the
is.
some of the kids laughed and thought it was pretty funny, but I was like,
Yeah.
"I'm speaking the truth." Like, I don't know, like, it's still big, but, like, I don't know, I just wasn't
I was
impressed.
disappointed.
Yeah,
I think I had, like, high expectations. That's what it was for
yeah,
me too.
and to me, it wasn't worth the 12-hour drive that it was.
No.
Like, I think I was just as satisfied looking at pictures of it than I was actually driving out there to go see it.
The drive there was pretty sick though, but, like, not worth what was at the end.
No.
But,
No, I 100% agree, and so, that's
yeah.
just yeah, that's like, as cool as it is, it's definitely one of those things where, you can go see it once, and then you'd probably never have to see it again the rest of your life, because I think
Yeah.
you'd be pretty sad, but
On that same topic, since we go never go back, what's, like, a underrated place you've been to that's not, like, crazy big, but, like, somewhere you wanna go back that you think is very underrated?
super underrated. Ugh. Honestly, that place in Colorado was pretty cool.
Damn, dude, we're on the same wavelength
Dude,
right
we're
now.
thinking the
I
same
was
right
gonna
now.
say that. That's why I brought it up because I was like,
Like,
"Yeah,
that
that
was
place is underrated, bro. I
I
would
just
go back in a heartbeat."
I remember being shown the pictures, and I was like,
Mhm.
"This is gonna be so dumb." Like, I
Yeah.
was like, "Why are we going?" Like, I honestly was so confused, and then we get there, and it was so fun, and I was just like, "You know what? That was actually really fun." And I'm really
Yeah.
glad we went, and, like, getting to go to the Rockies game, like, that
Well,
was
not gonna
super
lie,
fun.
that's, like, the whole reason I went was because, like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go to Rockies game. I'll go suffer through this little knockoff lagoon park on top of a mountain to go to this
And
Rockies
the
game."
and the
But it
park was
ended up
super
being
fun.
so sick, dude. It was
Yeah,
so sick.
like, I would go even
Yeah.
if it's, like, a one-night, overnight trip or whatever, like, I would go.
Mhm.
One thing I would do differently is I would drive there
Yeah.
versus riding the
You guys
train.
rode the train.
The train
Yeah.
was cool, don't get me wrong, but it just took significantly longer than it would've to just drive there.
Yeah, it was only like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, and it's like a 8-hour train ride, so it's like 2
Yeah.
hours difference, and, like, as cool as it was, like, I honestly would rather just save the 2 hours than, I don't know, ride the train again, but
Yeah.
that was just my thoughts because it took us 2 hours to get from Provo to Price when that's not what that space between is at all when you're
Yeah.
driving. So, it
Yeah.
was just like it made no sense, but it was still cool, it was still fun, but, like, I wouldn't do that again, but well, you kinda already recapped spring break a little bit, but what was some more stuff you did during spring break when you went to Florida?
We went to Wawa, got a shake there.
Yes,
I
yes.
never I we didn't have the opportunity to go to Publix though and get that sandwich,
Oh,
but I really wanted to. I
dude.
suggested it a bunch, but, um,
You guys would have only wanted to eat there, I'm telling you right now. That would have been the only place you would have wanted to eat.
what is it like a Nebo market? Like, you just pull up and they got
It's like a
sandwiches or what?
bougie East Coast Walmart.
It's like a Harmon's
Eh,
or more
'cause it has its own branded stuff too.
Okay.
'Cause that's why I said it's like a bougie Walmart, 'cause Walmart has their own brand,
Yeah.
and so, like, Publix has their own stuff. I mean, there's Walmarts on the East Coast, but Publix is just a bougier version of it, and
Yeah.
they had a deli, and they did sell these sandwiches there, and the sandwich I would get every time, without fail, was I'd get the grilled chicken no, not grilled chicken, uh, chicken tender sandwich, and I would have it tossed in buffalo sauce and ranch, and I'd have American cheese, and I'd have a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of pickles, I'd have salt and pepper, and I'd have the vinaigrette stuff that they have on there,
Yeah.
and some Parmesan cheese, have it toasted. Dude, it's like the greatest thing to ever touch my tongue. It was so
Bro,
good.
you're making my mouth water. That does sound
Mine
good.
started watering too, so now this is just great. I was already hungry before we started recording.
And it's called the Pub Sub?
Yeah, it's just like a Publix sandwich. We just call them pub subs on the mission because that's just what we call
Oh,
them.
okay.
And so, but yeah, it was like so good. I would go at least once a week because I just fetch and loved him so much. And I
Yeah,
would only
dude.
limit myself to that because I would have gone every day if I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But I didn't ever want to get sick of them, so I was like, "Hey, once a week is fine."
Once a week is it.
And like you could save it and you could reheat it and it would still taste good after you reheated it. Like, cause I'd reheat them sometimes if I kept it
Mm.
or like didn't finish it, and the bread wouldn't go bad. Like after reheating it, like it was just great. I loved
That
it.
does sound good, dude.
Yeah. If we
When
ever
we
go
go
to
back, we gotta go to Publix.
that's gonna be the one of the that and Mission Barbecue are the two places we have to eat because 'cause they're just so
Mission
good.
Barbecue.
Yeah, it's like a barbecue place, and they play the national anthem every day at noon. It's pretty dope.
So random.
Yeah, and,
What
like,
about
everyone what was
have
that?
you been to the Bam Bam's barbecue in Provo?
No, I don't think I have.
That one's pretty good. That's the only,
No.
like, real barbecue place I've been to, though.
Like, I've been to a few like, I went to one in St. Louis that was really good. I don't remember what it was called because we just were walking around and found it, and we're like, "Well, let's go here." Went there, it was pretty good. 'Cause I love barbecue. I could eat barbecue all day
Yeah.
and never grow tired of it, but, like, I just love it, so but, dude, I'm so sad you didn't get to try the sandwich, though.
I know.
It's, like, so good. At least you got the shake. Like,
Yeah, the
at least
shake
you got that.
dude, we got it once, and then we got it, like, 3 times after that. 'Cause we're like, "Dude, this is so good." Yeah. But
Dude,
I
it
was so
is
sad that the first the first Wawa we pulled up to, like, it was so ghetto, bro, and you, like, clicked on the thing and they had nothing. And
yeah,
I was talking
some of them
yeah.
are weird.
Yeah, I was talking to the one lady at the nicer place that we first got the shakes from, and I was like, "Yeah, the last Wawa we went to, they, like, didn't have anything on the menu." And she's like, "Yeah, that can kinda just depend on." She's like, "Did you go to the one?" And she said, like, kinda where it was at, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, they're known for that. They're pretty lazy over there." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But,
Yeah.
yeah, she made us a shake, and I at first, I only ordered, like, the small one,
Mhm.
and then we went back to her the second day. She's like, "Oh, you're back." And we were like, "Yeah, they were just so good." And I ordered the same thing, the small one, but she gave me a big one this time. And she's like, "I gave you a big one." I'm like, "Okay, thanks."
Yeah. I
But
would
it
always
was
get the big one because I drink them so freaking fast.
yeah, dude, they were good.
They're
They
so
didn't have
good.
the any of the berry ones that you were
That
talking about,
sucks
like,
because those ones are good too, but the ones you got are also really good.
dude, I got the caramel cheesecake or something like that,
That one's good.
and then I got the tropical smoothie. Holy fetch, dude, that one is good. That
Yeah,
one's so good.
they're so good, dude. It's
I wanna
so
try to
good.
make it here because it's so good.
We probably could.
Yeah,
Do you
we
remember
should.
what's in it?
Yeah.
We'll have to try to make it one of these days.
In fact, I think I took a picture of it, like, on the menu.
Do you have a blender?
Yeah.
Do you or
Oh,
does Bonnie?
and Bonnie has one, I have one in the storage unit too.
I was gonna say because you could like because we bought those steaks yesterday. You could come over one of these days. We can cook steak and make those. That's
Make
not
some
okay. We have to
Wawas.
do that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah!
We're
Woo! Let's
doing
do
that.
it.
Yeah, we're doing that. That's sad. So, gosh, I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
All I
We
eat is
gotta
2 bags of chips.
we gotta thaw those some of them so we can cook them soon.
I know. I was gonna cook. My dad wants me to try them because he wants to know if he wants me to buy some for him.
Mhm.
So I was like, I was just gonna cook like 1 or 2 tonight and just to try it, and so I could call him and let him know what they taste like. And so, because he's been dying to know, because he's seen him up in Nephi one day, and he told me that's why he was like, "You need to go buy some, like, right now, as soon as you can." And so,
Yeah.
for those who don't know at all what we're talking about, there's a truck that sorry. There's a truck that came and they were selling 20 ribeye steaks, like, for $40 or, like, $39 or whatever. So we went and bought a bunch of, like, a variety of meat and stuff. It was pretty good. Well, we haven't tasted it yet, but it was a good deal. That's all I'll say. So, it was pretty good.
Yeah, freaking good deal.
Yeah.
They they're called, like, backyard butchers or something like that?
Yeah.
Backyard butcher?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's called. My dad's seen them. That's what he was talking about. But, well, to kinda go back to our main topic, we kinda
Oh, yeah.
deviated for a second,
Yeah, we did.
but, what's, like, a bucket list experience that you've had, like, like, on a trip where you're like, "'Kay, that cross that off the bucket list, that was pretty cool," or have you just not had any?
No, I've had I think one. I have kind of a crazy bucket list, but one recently was this last summer in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is just a sick place to be, but we went hiking in the jungle up to,
Yeah,
like, these waterfalls and stuff, and we got to jump off, like, some rocks and slide down, like, a rock slide, and I don't know, it was pretty sick. It was crazy. Yeah,
that's
it was
super
pretty
dope.
fun. Yeah.
That's way dope. Trying to think of, like, my bucket list stuff. I don't know, like, part of my I think Alaska has gotta be one. I didn't know it was on my bucket list until I went, but it was, like, just so cool.
I still wanna go, bro. Sounds so fun.
Yeah, it's, like, so beautiful there and just, like, the temperature in the summers is, like, so perfect and just so ideal, and, like, the fishing there is obviously super fun and all that, like, catching those fish that are just so big, like, you
Mhm.
don't even know how you even reel them into the boat, like, it's just so
Yeah,
fun.
they
It's
come in and
such a
you're like,
blast.
"Did I do that?"
It's so funny, but then there's some fish where their mouths are bigger than your head, and it's really scary because 'cause they're way small.
Mhm.
Because my grandpa and I, one year, we caught a 48-inch ling cod, and their mouths get so big, and this one was, like, bigger than a basketball, and my grandpa was like, you go to the front of the boat with grandma while I take care of this." I'm like, "Well, I don't want you to get your hand eaten off either." And
Yeah,
so I, like, went back and started trying to help him and stuff. It was so scary. I was like, "Maybe I shoulda went back with grandma." But but we
that's
ended up
funny.
getting it and releasing it, and it was just yeah, there's some freaking crazy fish in the ocean, dude. It's nuts.
My
But
AirPod keeps hurting my ear.
oh, that's why I like these, the
Yeah,
headphones.
I'm look
They're
comfy.
pretty nice. Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're a little itchy, but, like, they're good. I like them, so can't complain too much. Well, we're gonna go through some rapid fire questions real quick when it comes to traveling, and you're gonna go first because I have them pulled up right here. It's Kason, beach or mountains?
Beach.
Okay. Relax or packed schedule?
Relax.
Window or aisle seat on an airplane?
Window.
Okay. Hotel or Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Okay. Overpack or underpack?
Overpack all the way.
One place you'd never travel to. You don't have to have gone there, but one place you would never travel to.
China.
Fair. There you go. Those are pretty solid. I like those. I think for me,
I'll ask you.
or yeah, you ask me.
Okay. Let's go beach or mountains?
Mountains. Mountains.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the
Relax
beach,
or
but I love the
packed?
mountains. Relaxed.
Window or aisle?
Aisle seat. I like being able to stretch out my legs.
There you go.
I
Hotel or Airbnb?
think there's only one correct answer for this. It's Airbnb.
For sure. Are you a
Yeah.
underpacker and overpacker?
I would rather be safe than sorry and go over, I think.
Yeah. I think the only time you underpack is if you know you're gonna bring stuff back, like, for
Yeah.
sure,
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
Or
Yeah.
if you have, like, a, where you're going has, like, a washer and dryer.
Mhm.
But one place you'd never go?
Probably North Korea or
Valid.
China
Yeah.
or Canada.
Canada, eh? Okay.
What's in Canada? That's my question. Other than Toronto, like, what's in Canada?
Hockey, I know a kid who used to go geese hunting there all the time.
Oh, that's fair. Never mind. I'd go to Canada just for the hunting.
Ben goes fishing there every year,
That's right.
e
He
every
does do
couple
that.
years.
He does do that. I forgot. I
Uh,
forgot about that. All right. Well, we got some nice stuff for you guys this week. We are introducing signature segments. So each of us are going to have our own signature segment where we talk about a certain, like, how would you explain it? Because, like, obviously there's certain things that we want to talk about, and we just made it into a segment, our own segments, whatever we wanted. So, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
you can go.
Okay. So, my segment is called Shep's Studio. I'm going to be talking about and rating movies that I've watched recently in every episode from here on out, unless we have a guest. Then I don't know if we'll get to signature segments when we have guests, but we'll see. So this week, there's two movies that I actually kind of want to bring up. The first one is Hoppers, the new Pixar movie that's in theaters right now, and one I watched last night as of today, which is March 20th. So
Mhm.
last night I went to the new Project Hail Mary movie. But I watched Hoppers last week and it's actually pretty good. Like I actually super enjoyed it. Like for Pixar and the track record that they've had recently, I think this one's been one of their better ones since 2020. Like I love it. Like I gave it a 4.5 stars out of 5. Like I really liked it. Like it was so funny though. Kinsey might kill me for this, but I don't really care. Me and Kinsey went to go see it together, and at the end of the movie, I like look over and her face is just so wet from tears because she was like crying, and I was like, "What happened?" And she's like, "That was just so good," because she like just started crying. It was so funny.
This is the Hoppers movie?
Yeah, she loved it. She like thought it was super good. Like we
Mhm.
both loved it, and it was so funny. Like there were so many good funny parts and stuff. Like I would 10 out of 10 recommend this movie to anybody. Like it's good for the family. It's like good if you want to go have a good laugh and just like enjoy a really good wholesome movie. Like it was honestly it like made me really excited for the future of Pixar movies. And like speaking of Pixar movies, I'm actually currently doing a rewatch ranking, which makes me sound like a nerd, but I don't really care. Um because I may have mentioned this before on the podcast, I don't remember, but there was a guy I found on Instagram who ranked all the Pixar movies from worst to best, and it made me so angry because he just did not understand some of the Pixar movies from earlier on, especially Cars, and it just made me so mad. And so I was like, I'm gonna go rank them on my own so that I know where I'm gonna place them, where I would place them just to see. And so that will be presented on the podcast during a Shep Studio segment once I'm finished. So stay tuned for that. And the other movie is Project Hail Mary. Case and I actually really think you'd love this movie. Like I know I mentioned it last night when we were texting. Dude,
Mhm.
I straight up think you'd love this movie. Like it was so good. It was so funny. And I went and watched it with my buddy. Same thing happened. I looked over at him during the movie and he just had tears streaming down his face. I'm like, "I'm just gonna let him have his moment for a second before I
Was it
say
sad
anything."
or what?
No, it just, like it was just there were some parts that, like, would really, like, tug at the heartstrings, dude. It was, like, such a good balance of, like, humor and, like, heart and action and just, like, intensity. It was so good, so good. Like, I gave it 5 stars out of 5. Like, I freaking
Really?
love this movie. Honestly, I think it is a top 10 movie all time for me. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
Dang.
I loved it. It was so good. Ryan Gosling, amazing in this movie. Like, they couldn't have picked a better actor for that role. So good. I would honestly, I think you and I should go watch it next week. Like, it
I'm
was just
down.
that good.
We'll go
So,
on Tuesday when it's $5 Tuesday.
let's do it, dude. It was so good. But, well, that's Shep Studio. Stay tuned next week for whatever movie I watch that I either haven't seen or am rewatching. So, stay tuned for that. Kason, it is now your segment. You have yet to tell me what your segment is, and it's been really bothering me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's actually
Well,
bothered me.
here's the thing. I haven't really been like 100% sure on what I wanted to do.
You told me it was a secret. That's all that's the last time we talked about it, is you told me it was a secret.
Yeah, the one I wanted to do was a secret. But this one, yeah, the one I'm just gonna go with just because it's fun. And I think, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go with this one.
'Kay,
I'll call this segment Cason's Kitchen. Okay,
'kay.
because fun fact, I really love to cook. Um, and I like cooking several different things. Obviously, this hasn't been like a thing where I can really reflect on it and give like reviews or anything like that. So I mostly just wanted to kind of like ask you guys to kind of like give me some ideas of things that I can cook or things you want me to try to cook, things like that. Because I really do enjoy cooking some things. We can drop some of the pictures of things that I've cooked. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
let's do it.
I've tried a lot of different things from like my mission, obviously. Um, Cooked several different dishes from Peru.
Which are all
Um,
really good. I do enjoy those a lot.
yeah, pretty good. I tried a dish from Puerto Rico. That was also pretty good. I've tried different random things. I've made spam musubi one time.
That was
Um,
good. I remember that was pretty good.
I even tried like those tornado French toast tornadoes.
Yeah.
I tried at home making those one time.
Do you
Just
remember
several
when
different
the
things. But
do you remember the one lady from the one Hawaiian restaurant that corrected you? Because you kept saying musubis wrong?
yeah, yeah. And
And
I
it
didn't
just
even
pissed
feel
you
like
off
that I was
so
saying it right. I didn't feel like I was saying it wrong. I was like, and eventually I was just like, okay.
I just thought that was so funny because she was so determined to get you to say it right, and you were just like, "Whatever, lady, like, I don't
Yeah,
care. Just give me
yeah.
my musubis and let me leave."
It was funny.
What was that? That was here in Cedar, but, like, I don't remember what plate because it wasn't Mobetta's.
No, it's closed down now. It was a Hawaiian place up by Canyon View, but
Oh, really? They closed it?
mhm.
Mobetta's sounds good too. Dang, I'm just hungry.
I think you are hungry. I'm not a huge fan. Hot take, not a huge fan of Mobetta's. Not gonna lie about
Really?
it. Really?
Really? Dang, that's sad. You don't like Panda? You don't like Mobetta's? You don't like bro,
Yeah. But I figure for like this segment, Casey's Kitchen, I can either like pre-record something, like
that would be sick.
just a quick clip of me just like whipping up something real fast. You know how they make them quick. Like obviously, it's
Mhm.
not gonna be a hour long segment of me like flip. I'll cut it down, make it like 5 minutes long,
You could
and
also
it'll be
time lapse it
so
too.
sick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
that'd be sick.
make it like 5 minutes of whoever like if someone has something they want me to cook or something like that. We'll try it.
Should you should
We'll
try
even record
ratatouille.
us. Yeah, there you go.
No idea how to cook that or even what's in it. I just know it from the movie.
We could probably find a recipe from the movie.
You probably could. Not
But
gonna
yeah, and
lie.
then I figured we could like give reviews on it of us trying it and eating it.
That'd be sick. I'd actually be down for that.
But yeah, I would just like cut to my segment instead of. But yeah, I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. I like how I'm glad you kept that a secret because that's a pleasant surprise. I actually
Well,
do think that's super cool.
that wasn't the one I was keeping a secret, but
Oh,
we'll
what was
go
the
with
one you're
it.
keeping a secret then?
I
What the
can't say it
crap?
on. I can't say it on here. I yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you later.
okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we will now move into our fun game, our fun little game. It's going to be
I'm ready for this
draft
one.
battle, the return of the draft battle. So there will be 5 rounds of us drafting in a snake order, and we will be drafting because we've had a big traveling theme today. The worst things to hear on an airplane. So you go first, Kason. You're the first pick.
Okay. Obviously, I feel like one of the worst things to hear on an airplane is a baby crying.
Baby
Nonstop
crying.
crying. Yeah.
That would suck, actually. I hate that. It's just like annoying, like honestly. But okay, my pick. The pilot has lost consciousness.
Oh shit. Yeah, it's
That's my
probably
first
not a
pick.
good thing to hear.
No, I
Yeah.
think I would just jump out the window or like use the emergency exit or something to get out of there.
Everyone
'Cause-
stay calm. The pilot has just died.
Yeah. Okay, you're up.
This
Oh wait,
is a new what?
wait, no, you
It,
go.
it, isn't it snake?
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, my next pick is we're running low on fuel.
Okay.
That would suck to hear when you're in the middle of the air and you're like not even halfway to your destination.
You're over an ocean.
It's like, we're running low on fuel. Please stand by.
Yeah.
That would suck a lot, actually.
Here's a crazy one that I just thought
Okay.
of. Came to my head. Person next to you leans over and says, I have a bomb,
Oh my gosh.
and shows you this timer that's counting down.
That's horrible.
And it's at like 13 seconds. What would you do in those last 13 seconds?
I don't know. Pray? I have no idea.
Holy crap. I don't even know either.
That's crazy. That would be. Oh my gosh. Um. Dang. That's nuts. Okay. Um. Okay. Here's one. We're going to attempt. Oh, no, it's your pick again
Oh,
for
yeah.
snake. That's right.
I'm going to go back to like a more. These are things that I've actually heard on an airplane, like as far as like noises. But this just happened on this loss. I was so tired, ready to go. And even on noise canceling mode on my AirPods, I could still hear it. And I swear it was on like a 30-second timer. This dude just kept coughing, and it was like a barking seal. And I was like, come on, dude. Like,
Drink some water, bro.
yeah, or quit breathing or something, you know? Like,
Quit
it's bugging,
breathing.
dude. Yeah,
Hold your breath for goodness
for real.
sakes. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
and it was so loud. Like, usually when people have like a cough, like they'll try to like cough into
And
like a
yeah, at
blanket
least
or a
cover it
jacket
up
or
or
something, you
something.
know,
Yeah.
and or drink water consistently and have a cough drop or something. But yeah, it was so annoying, dude.
Dude, that sounds awful. I would hate that,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. Jeez. Okay, my next one. Brace for impact.
Mm.
That would suck.
Oh, yeah, that would.
I don't know what I'd do in that. Just like the pilot calls in, it's like, "Hey, everybody brace for impact." What would you
We're
do?
we're going down.
We're
I
going
don't even
down
know. I feel
Peru.
like I would, like depends on
What
where
are you
we're yeah.
No, keep going. I'm just gonna look something up real quick. You keep going.
I was just gonna say, depends on kinda, like, how we're gonna impact. Because 'cause I've often thought about it, and if we were kind of, like, nosediving, I feel like I would try to run to the back of the plane.
Yeah. What would that do? Would that, like, heighten your odds?
I don't know, because 'cause you're like I feel like it as it's nosediving, it's gonna be kinda like a I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't really know
Here's
what I
some
would do.
here's some fun facts, not to, like, derail what we're doing, but so your overall survival odds, according to the National Transportation Safety Board, shows about 95% of people survived aircraft accidents, and this is across all types of accidents. And then severe crashes, like the really scary kind, uh, survival rates have been estimated to be around 50 to 70% depending on the situation. Like the impact speed and angle, fire and smoke after impact, or how quickly like evacuation happens. So,
That's crazy.
some fun facts for you in case you were planning on flying within the next couple of days when this airs. Not to scare you or deter you from flying. I did
Well,
not think that.
I do think flying is one of the safest ways to travel.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's what
think
it
that is
says right
proven.
here is that like fatal accidents are like extremely rare and you're far more likely to be injured driving than you are flying.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind as well. But is it my pick? Sorry, I like totally went off topic.
Yeah,
Cause
I think it's
I,
your pick again because you said brace for impact,
that's right. Okay.
and then this is number 5, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The next one that I have is, we lost your luggage.
Yeah.
No, that's just annoying. Like, I just figured because I've had that happen, and it's just like annoying because you just don't know if you're ever gonna get it back or when you will or something like that. So it's just like something annoying to hear. But have you had that happen?
No, but I also don't check a bag in for that reason very often.
Yeah, that's kind of like I always try to just do a carry on
Mhm.
for the most part. On my mission, I didn't, and when we were flying home, it was so funny. We were allowed to check 2 bags when we were flying home. But then we got to the kiosks and it told us we could check 3, like, under the church and stuff, and so me and
Yeah.
my old MTC companion, when we were coming home from the mission, we just looked at each other and we checked all 3 of our bags, so we didn't have to carry anything on at all, so we just gotta go sit on the plane and that was it.
Yeah,
It was pretty
that's
fun.
nice.
So and we didn't lose our luggage, so it was a double bonus. So, I believe it is your pick and it's the last pick.
Um, I think something that would also suck to hear on a plane is like, "This plane's been hijacked," or something like that, you know?
Some
Or like
9/11 stuff going on right
yeah, or
there.
like, try to get a hold of any family members or anything, say your
Yeah.
last goodbyes or something like that. That would be crazy, bro.
Yeah, you basically just
That'd be
explained
wild.
9/11
Yeah,
right
that
there.
would
That
be
would
crazy.
yeah, yeah, that would suck a lot.
'Cause you're in the air and, if you fly Frontier, they don't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
So it's like, how are you gonna get a hold of anyone?
I've never been able to connect to a plane's Wi-Fi, like, ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. It would
I've never
suck.
been able to figure that out. I don't know if that's a me problem or what. It's probably just a me problem because 'cause I've never been able to do it no matter how hard I've tried. So, it's just been a interesting thing for me. But do you got anything else before we wrap up?
I think we're good. It's been a fun episode.
Yeah. No,
Hopefully
for
we
sure.
can keep getting back into the swing of things and posting more. I think next week we're gonna have a guest on our
We will.
episode. Be our
Our
first
first
guest
ever
episode.
guest.
So that'll be
Yeah, so
sick.
stay tuned for that. Um, it'll be a really fun episode. At least I think it will. I don't know about Kason. Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, it'll be super fun. So get ready for that. But yeah, that's it for this week's episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. You can find us YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. And we love you. Thanks for catching up with us. And until next time, we'll see you later.
We're heading out now, but we'll be back again. Another episode right around the bend. Stories, takes, conversations that last. Thanks for tuning in.